Always. This is the girl here. I love you, Zach. Thank you so
Happy Pride Month.
You're beautiful. I hope you have the best night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You smell great.
So girls, they're trying to cancel Doja Cat once again because she had a fan interaction where they were all hugged up and super cute, and then she later went on Twitter to basically diss this fan. In the tweet she says, bottom line is, I'll smile at you, but it doesn't mean I F with you, and don't touch me and manhandle me when you don't even know me. If you know, you know. I honestly think I need to stand up for myself in the moment sometimes, and he didn't even know my effing name. To be touching me and kissing me on my face like that is crazy. She then went on to tell the whole world that nigga stank. And here's the thing, Doja's not wrong for feeling uncomfortable, and if you really look at the picture, the eyes chica, they don't lie. She looks kind of uncomfortable, and to be honest, with a camera in her face, she's drunk, a lot's going on. I can see how she could just be trying to keep the peace. A lot of this could have been avoided if he would have just asked, can I touch you? He did just kind of grab her, and look, I'm not blaming him, saying he's a terrible person or whatever. It's Doja Cat. He's probably excited. They're probably drunk. He feels like he's connecting with this other person. So it was probably just one of those heat of the moment things, and I really genuinely don't believe that he meant any harm or tried to make her uncomfortable whatsoever. But unfortunately, your intent isn't always how someone takes it. So as a society, we need to remember that, because you really never know what's going on in someone's head. Now, where Doja Cat went wrong, she should have never brought it on the internet. Yes, her boundaries were pushed, and she had every right to feel how she felt about that. But at the same time, the actual interaction looks joyful. She puts her leg on him, they embrace in a kiss. She says you smell so good. She's laughing with him, and she's not giving off the vibe at all that she's uncomfortable, which as women, we sometimes do just to stay safe in certain situations, which is fair, but you can see how this tweet seems like it just came out of nowhere. I think in this case, intent matters. I don't think he was being overly creepy. I think he was being an overly excited fan. And as a result, she felt uncomfortable and maybe felt like she couldn't assert her boundaries in that moment. Because of that, she felt like she betrayed herself, and she lashed out on the internet and said, I didn't like that stinky shirt anyway. Which is just immature. At the end of the day, if she really felt like she didn't like the way she handled it, that she wished she would have stood up for herself and maybe assert something, she could have reached out to him on a DM and been like, hey, I actually didn't like this, and maybe they could have talked it out like adults. But just bringing it on the internet, it just seems like a way to kind of send all of her fans to just go attack this guy, when it seems like the biggest issue between them was miscommunication. Moral of the story is, you can't expect someone to know your boundaries if you don't vocalize them, okay? At the moment, Doja probably should have vocalized what she was and wasn't comfortable with, but the guy should have also asked her what she was and wasn't comfortable with. If he had said, hey, can I touch you, before he touched her, none of this would have happened. You know what I mean? And if Doja would have just been like, hey, you know what? I actually am not really into being touched or hugged or anything like that, he would have been like, oh, I'm sorry, and and we would have all moved on. This wouldn't be on our feeds, and it would have been another viral story that we're talking about. Anyways, y'all, what do y'all think about all this drama that's going on? Let me know in the comments. And my name is Geraldine, and thank you for watching my video. Bye.